Good morning and welcome to the Madhouse, where William does what he wants and his mother yells at him. Oh wait, that's my other channel. Oh. Good morning and welcome to Ag Talking Raw, where I talk raw about agriculture and other things that are on my mind. Now I have had my Congo cup of coffee. This is like a 16-ounce cup, I think, maybe 24-ounce or something like that. So we should be in for a wild ride. Maybe. I got my spectacles on. Spectacles. Here he comes. Here he comes. Oh, didn't I just send you downstairs? So it's official. The corn is off of the field. All of it. It's off the fields. The yield was incredible. I do have to crunch some numbers. I did get asked a couple of, are you sure you're getting 300 bushels? I did get 300 bushels, over 300 bushels on one field. Flirted with 300 bushels on a couple of other fields, and, you know, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. We were in that mid-200 range all the way through with the rest of it. So by the time it averaged out, I'm sure it's in that 250 range, because we had a couple of fields where they took the sod off. You see, when they strip sod, they have to level those fields, and when they level those fields, they kind of take that topsoil and they spread it out. So where there were like these, well, center furrows and dead furrows and, you know, headlands and all that other stuff, they leveled that all off, and it made some rather peculiar spots in three of those fields that were in the 80 bushel range, which, as you know, you take 2 acres of 80 bushels and throw it into the mix of 250 to 290 bushel corn. That drops it down like an anchor from a ship. I mean, it really does. So we definitely did average well over 200 bushels to the acre there. And at home, we were 220, 221 at 17%. So, you know, we're at 215 bushels or so to the acre average on the home farm. And then, you know, what was over at the other farm, it was higher. So I'm quite pleased with what I've got. Now, for the last 36 hours, I'd say 36 hours, we have had some intense wind. And that has dried things out intensely. Full sun yesterday, wind blowing at like 40, 50 mile an hour. I picked the last of the corn into the dark, as you see in the video today on One Lonely Farmer, and it looks really good. That was no-till corn, the final 6 rows. That was no-till corn. It was the only no-till that I did. I did it on about an acre. It was about an acre, right, Teresa? Acre and a half, something like that. Acre and a quarter, maybe. It wasn't much. But I did. It was like, I got the seed in the planter. We're just going to throw it in here because this is an old pasture that hasn't had anything done ever. My mother even said that she doesn't remember my grandfather doing anything there. And I know my uncle didn't put anything in there, but there were heifers there for many, many years before and way back. So all that organic matter is probably pretty well gone. I know that the hunting club was really thrilled about that. Was thrilled that I had corn there because he's like, wow, man, my deer stands out on the other end. And I just, you know, he was chomping at the bit. So I'm going to leave him some stalks out in that field so that he has some cover for deer. And I'd like them to shoot a lot of deer over there because there are quite a few deer. Now, you guys are asking what the cash price is here and what the basis is. All right. So I look at you guys out in the Midwest and you're not even getting $4 a bushel. You may be not. No, you're not even getting $4 a bushel. I sold, what did I sell? I sold 4 loads. The last 4 loads I sold were $4.49. Sold a couple loads for $4.46 or $4.44. $4.44, $4.43, something like that. The first I sold was $4.05, and I was thrilled. I was quite pleased with that. I have sold, I think I have gotten out 13 loads. As of today, the 13th load will go out. So and they're putting, you know, anywhere from 800 to 1,000 bushels on a load. So we're there. We're there at, say, 12,000 bushels, you know, something like that, out the bin. And it was the center of the bin, which makes me happy because the center. I don't have a spreader up in the top of the bin, and I know there was a lot of people that were freaking out about that. But that was my plan. You see, if you're going to take a loss, you might as well take it on, for a foreign matter, you might as well take it on the loads, the first loads you take out of there, and not throughout the whole entire bin. I do have a cleaner, and I was thinking about pulling the cleaner out and actually cleaning the corn before it went into the bin so that I wouldn't get that FM dock. And but I thought about it. I was like, you know what am I going to do with it then? Then I got to put it someplace, right? And I don't feel like putting it someplace. I'd rather be like, I don't want to put it someplace, okay? So, excuse me. If I had to put it someplace, it would either be back onto the field or into the bin, and it'd probably mold in there anyway because that stuff doesn't dry well. It doesn't allow air to go through. So I just opted to put it right in the bin, and it'll hang out in the center, and it's already been taken out. The last 3, 4, 5, 6 loads that were out of there, I didn't get any so-called dockage from the foreign matter, which is nice. And they didn't dock but a half a cent. It was nothing. A penny and a half I think was the worst one. It was nothing. It was, get the heck out of here. It would have cost me more in electric and aggravation to get it out of that corn than it was to leave it right in there. Now, the bin fans, I have 2 bin fans on that bin now, and that blows so much air that there's no bees wings in the bin. It all just goes right out the top, and a lot of fines went out. Yeah, like that. All the light stuff went up. So I was, like this. See? Well, is that how you do it? This is my little piggy nose right here. He's my piggy nose boy. And if you haven't seen this guy in a while, let's see. How big are you getting? All right, big boy. He's getting, huh? What's your name? William. How old are you? 2. Oh, isn't that awesome? You can tell how, where do you live? Awesome. For a 2-year-old, I think that's pretty good. His mom's been doing a wonderful job. I take no credit for that. I teach him the bad stuff like, what? What do I teach you? Oh, you're not going to do it? That's what we do? You're not going to do it. He's usually really good at it, so I guess he's got camera shyness. Yeah. Anyway, so marketing. I'm going to wait for the cash price. I did not forward contract any of this stuff at all. The reason I didn't, because I just had this feeling deep down in my bones on an election year that I was actually planning on taking, not a loss, but I had penciled in $3.75 a bushel. When I planted the corn, I expected it to go up to at least, I expected it to go to $3.75 and just kind of linger there until after the election, and then of course skyrocket. Now, as you may or may not know, today is election day, so get your bony butts out there and vote. If you're allowed to vote in person, which in this communist state we were not allowed, I had to cast my ballots, and I did show that before. But in your states, I don't think there's too many states that aren't allowing. I think this is the only one, as ridiculous as it is. Won't let us vote in person. So they give us provisional ballots today. If you wanted to go to you could drop off your ballot today, but it wouldn't be counted unless it was close, which I find to be absolute total bullshit, because if it's close, they should count them, because we don't know if it's close or not. Anyway, whatever. It's a Phil Murphy F-up. That's what it is, a Phil Murphy F-up, and that's what he is, an F-up. In my personal opinion, I hate the man. I think he's the worst for our state, But whatever. A lot of people thought Chris Christie was the worst for our state because of, what was that bridge gate or whatever, the Parkway thing, and which was bullshit anyway. They claimed that one person died. Well, how about the people that are being taxed out of their homes and off their land here in this state? It's ridiculous. But anyways, whatever. It is what it is. So get out and vote. Get it done. If you're going to vote for Trump, kudos. If you're going to vote for Biden, hey, in your own right, kudos to you too. I mean, it's a free and fair election, so they tell me. I don't feel that it's free and fair because of the way that we've had to do it. I say that we vote on the day that the vote is due, which is today. None of this mail-in ballots. I mean, I took mine right to a drop box at the Hunterdon County Library. So if you're from Hunterdon County and you haven't gotten it in, I think you can still get it in there today into the drop box. But your polling place is not going to, is provisional, whatever the hell that means. If you know what it means, tell me. I don't know. What the heck else was I going to say about that? Yeah, just get out there and vote. Free and fair elections. If you feel that Joe Biden, the communist, socialist, Democrat is, well, socialist. There's a difference between communism and socialism. So I would say communist, socialist. Socialist? Yeah, socialist. Communism's a little different. But, yeah, socialist. Him and Camel Toe Harris are so close to the full-blown socialism. Just look what socialism was back when Adolf Hitler did it. And yes, I said the word Adolf Hitler. Oh my God, it's the end of the world. It's not like I have a swastika on my forehead or anything, but that's, huh?
Did you say poo-poo?
Did you have to poop? You pooping? You got to poop? Potty training this one is like pulling teeth from a gallinator. You know what a gallinator is? Mommy doesn't know what a gallinator was. You got crocodiles in the Philippines?
I think there's some.
Yes, Mindanao there's crocodiles. Yeah, but not up in Luzon that I know of. Of course, we could find out. Hey, you want to go fishing? Anyway, yeah. So yeah, this is kind of a relaxed Ag Talking to Raw. Nothing too crazy and nuts. But yeah, I hope you're enjoying it. I'm just thrilled to death that today I'm going to put the last of the corn through the dryer, up in the bin, pull the augers down, get everything cleaned up and ready to rock and roll for winter. Because guess what, Will? Winter is upon us. Yeah, winter. We don't like winter, right? I like winter. But Filipinas, they don't like winter. I actually saw on Facebook a pair of pants that I thought I would buy for Teresa. They got like this, I don't know, you get those oily feeling blankets from like Walmart. It has that on the inside. And she just loves those things. I like the blankets because they're kind of light. But the problem with them is they're hot. And I thought, you know, as hot-blooded as she is, if I got a pair of those for her, she would love them. Wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Did you see those pants?
No, what are you
You didn't? Oh, when it's like that real sexy girl and she folds it down and it's got that really...
I saw that.
Yeah, see? I was like, man, that would be awesome for Teresa.
That'd be awesome. That'd be warm.
Yep, and then she could go out and snowmobile with me because they're saying we're going to have like 50 million feet of snow. I do have to get my snowmobile fixed. I need a new clutch. That 700 Arctic Cat. The thing moves. It's an old one. I think it's a... What is that thing? A 98, 2003? Some shit like that. I don't know. Wicked fast, though. You go across a 12-acre field at 100 mile an hour like nothing. The stopping is the tough part, you know. But you want to catch a deer? That's the machine you get on. You can run deer down with that thing. I used to hunt with the snowmobile. Take that single-shot shotgun, lay it right along the foot pedal there, and I shot a lot of deer off of a snowmobile. Yes, I did. Let me tell you. And then I've run them down, too. Is that illegal? I think it might be, but statute of limitations on that is long past. I mean, this was like 20 years ago I did a lot of that crap. Early 90s. 92, 93, 94, 95. It was hunting season and we were snowmobiling with shotguns, baby. It had the deer hunters on the place so pissed off that we were doing that. I mean, they were pissed. I mean, we were picking them off left and right, and we didn't care. It was, you know, we checked them in. I mean, we made them as legal as possible. It was funny. Oh, yeah. So if the game wardens show up today, I wouldn't even know where those deer tags are. I don't know. I wouldn't even know. There's not even proof of them anymore, other than what I just said there. So, anyway, yeah, so this is, I guess I'll conclude this Ag Talking to Raw. It's really not that exciting other than I'm done. And we are going to start corn fodder. Now, I've seen a couple of YouTubers out there, Northeast Ohio farmer. He has baled round bales of corn fodder, and I kind of hope he does have animals, I guess, to to bed them down with, and that's what I'll be using mine for. It'll go to bedding, some Some will go to a mushroom barn. I got to make a couple phone calls there, but for the most part, bedding, and that can go. That's going to go. I will be sending it out to Lancaster throughout the winter, out to the auctions, just to move it. And I like doing that. It's one thing to take it to a mushroom barn. They're really impersonal there. You go and you see the same people over and over again, and there's no real conversation. It's, hey, how you doing? Thanks for my ticket. See you tomorrow. And it's redundant. You do it day after day after day after day. Now, I don't mind day after day after day after day, right? Not really. I don't mind it as long as the checks keep coming. But what I really enjoy is going to the auctions, watching it sell, and then getting the instructions on how to get to where they're going and where it's going, delivering it there, collecting a check right there at the auction house, and then delivering it to the farmer, and just having a little conversation with that. That's really fun. Now, the size of the loads are not going to be semi-loads. They're going to be like the L8000 size loads. And, you just load it up, take it in, put 12 bales or 15 bales on it, and they buy their fodder, and that's it. See ya, thank you, and I don't think they can afford to take 15 bales. I don't know. I got to look into it a little bit more, but that's generally the size of it. Take 12 bales. They sell it like $190 or $95 a ton at the auction is what it's been going for. So, there you go. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. Give a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, you can. It's really simple and it's free. You just hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, bing, 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 up at the top there. So when you see this beautiful, ugly mug, you'll see that pop up in your subscription side, and then you can watch the video, and it'd be a lot of fun because I have a lot of fun making these things. For the most part, it's just me. My wife will pop in and out, usually right about here, into the bedroom and out. Sometimes she comes out in pretty sexy lingerie, so you don't want to miss that. And then you have the little guy. He comes up and down and does his thing too, and it's a lot of fun. So thanks for watching. See you next time. Have a great day.